across the Hudson from downtown Manhattan, we welcome you inside MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New York Giants. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. And off we go from East Rutherford. Now return coming from the 7. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's when the offense will take over. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the former Wildcat, the rookie quarterback out of Kansas State.
Everyone loves to dive into whether a bye comes at a good time, a bad time, and I really just think it's a matter of perspective. So here we got a team that was hot. They were rolling, multiple wins going into their bye week.
This crowd hoping for a challenge, and they're going to get their wish. The red flag is on the field. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. And on this first down, it's Johnson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
37-yard line.
They'll go again with Johnson. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. A gain of 11 on that one. That's a Steeler first down.
48-yard line.
Another run here with Johnson. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, it's Smith. Quick throw, taken in. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up.
And it's 3rd.
From the shotgun, Smith. He's going to let this one go deep. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. And this is going to pin him back. It's out of bounds inside the 10. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his 2nd season in the NFL.
It's not often that you can win by multiple scores in the NFL, so you got to imagine they're coming into this week's game with a lot of confidence. They were able to put together a pretty well-rounded performance in all 3 phases last week. So, again, can they build off that? Can they continue to grow as an entire team? Because offense, defense, and solid contribution from their special teams, they showed last week and going forward, it's going to be a hard team to beat.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. The linebacker, Alex Highsmith, getting to the quarterback there for his 8th sack of the year.
So you spend all week, Mike, working on what they call the opening script. It's the plays that you love the most and you want to get called early. The problem? None of those plays account for being called inside your own 5-yard line. But that's exactly where they find themselves after that sack, and that's a disastrous start.
And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50, set up the offense with a short field. The Steelers offense and their running back set to go once more. We show you the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns. As you can see, he's right up there among the best in the league. They'll send a man in motion left. They'll go play action. It's Smith. That one's down the field, but it is incomplete. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun. Smith. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. In motion is Myers. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Smith next. Now a screen set up for Johnson. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. To throw, Smith. He finds Metcalf on the slant. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 3-yard line.
16 yards. That's another Steelers 1st down. 1st and goal, Pittsburgh.
Every staff in the league that understands if we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted, the ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
Throwing on 2nd down. Smith. And he's in. Jakobi Meyers. Touchdown, Steelers. That his 2nd TD catch of the season.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This will be returned from the 6. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense ready for their 2nd possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now they'll set up to throw. Get that one to Charbonnet, complete. And he's close to another 1st down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
It's 2nd and inches at the 50-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down. They'll try to sneak it here. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
49-yard line.
They run on the jet sweep. Boom. A terrific run there. He's finally taken down at the 25-yard line.
A gain of 24 yards. That's another Giants, first down.
First run of the game here with Zach Charbonnet. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Now this time they'll look to throw. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard. Sets up third down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
He'll try and get there on the ground. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
Giants, first down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down. Like, you can't quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen. Trying to track down the ball carrier, that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back, but not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, it's a little bit different now.
And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
On the play. It's fourth down.
No issues there. This one is good. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
On second down, Smith. Incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down. To throw is Smith. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up fourth down. Good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll do so with first and 10. Starting this drive on the ground, here comes Charbonnet. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
1 quarter in the books. It's the Steelers with the early lead. More from MetLife Stadium after this. Giants football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Now, faking the give. He'll get this out wide. Nothing for behind the line of scrimmage.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
He'll look to throw. He's got a receiver. It's Addison. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
18. And the Giants first down.
Here comes the jet sweep. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
That's going to be popped.
Yeah, it just felt like that one was out of rhythm from the start, Mike. So what you're looking for is the kicker, the holder, and the long snapper to be able to all work in unison. And it just seemed that half-second delay getting into the motion gave the defense all it needed to get through and block that kick.
Smith now to throw on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but it's out of bounds, says the official, who was right there. Not the most accurate pass. It's incomplete, and it's 2nd down. Back to the air, it's Smith. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10.
Banks on the coverage.
Smith. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A big-time play for Pittsburgh. And even 30 yards.
And the Steelers first down.
This guy has just such a knack for getting open, Mike, and whenever they're looking for that big play, he's usually one of the guys at the top of the progression, and it's pretty easy to see why.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27.
On play action, Smith. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
1st and 10.
A 1st down throw. A throw out wide. That is dropped. That could be a live football.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
And it's going to be 1st and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Smith. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Henry to the quarterback for the second time here in this first half.
So 3rd and goal inside the 5, Mike. Defensively, what you're trying to do is, of course, keep them out of the end zone. But the second step is don't allow them to have any decision about whether or not they want to go for it on 4th down. So now after that sack, they take the loss and probably leads to a field goal attempt.
Now 3rd and goal.
Working out of the gun, Smith. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Steelers go out to a 10-3 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The Giants offense make their way out to take over once more. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Ooh, got room past the 35. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line.
12 yards. And the Giants, 1st down.
They'll run it on 1st down to Charbonnet. And good, hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
At the 44-yard line.
From the 44 now. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Charbonnet in the back, and he goes straight ahead. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. 1st down, Giants.
Giants, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Alex Highsmith. He gets in to record his 2nd sack of this first half.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play. That's exactly what they did.
That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. A throw right side. Taken in by Tucker. Needs to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. They'll run for it with Charbonnet. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it. And they stuff him on 4th down.
Well, that play had no chance from the start. The running back was not even able to make it back to the original line of scrimmage. Give credit to that defensive line. That was an incredible effort, forcing that 4th down stop.
The Steelers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. So the drive begins. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Smith. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. They get 18 on that one. Good for a Steeler 1st down. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
He was covered by Henry To'o.
To throw, it's Smith. He'll find his big target, Pat Freiermuth. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Downfield, got him, and he's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. His 6th touchdown now for the season. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
The extra point is good. And the Steelers move out in front by the score of 17-3. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Giants offense can see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll start out, first down and 10. Now he'll run it, and he'll get about 4 yards before wisely covering up.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. Get this into the hands of Neighbors. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Giants first down.
Back to throw. The throw here is complete. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Markham at the 48-yard line.
Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll throw out of the gun. Pass complete to Neighbors. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the Steelers' 43-yard line.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Get that one to Charbonnet, complete. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hanson and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Our trip ahead. Both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. The Giants offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. Give to Charbonnet. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Throw on the run is complete. A big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field, and that's in an area where usually this play gets erased. He'll look to throw. He's got this on target to Addison. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7.
Hill drops to throw. They'll set up the screens and Charbonnet. And that one just too long to get going. They'll come up and stop him before the lineman to get out to lead the way. The Giants sending out their punter. as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that the return is not going anywhere. Steelers offense getting set to get back to work. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Now Smith. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Incomplete. Deontay Banks on the coverage.
Off the play fake. Smith. To the left side. It is caught by Myers. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. To throw, here's Smith. He's going to air this one out. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he'll go forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Giants offense ready to take over once more. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Charbonnet. And this tackle there, he pushes forward, and will give him 4 yards. They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Again, they'll give it. Field down at the opposing 46-yard line. 18 yards on the pickup there. That's good for a Giants 1st down.
46-yard line.
The highest metric. The city just made a sweep with the diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walk in New Orleans with the indicator. LA yelling.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense. He's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
These are tough situations. You want to stay out of 2nd and real long. You figure it's going to be a pass, but this is a nice changeup by the play caller. He keeps the ball on the ground, picks up a good gain, and now this 3rd down got a whole lot more manageable.
But he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up 4th down. The Giants sending out their punter as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. On the give, it's Johnson. And he's able to push his way forward, a gain of about 2. It'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw, Smith. Looking middle, and he's got Myers. And he's going to have this one up near the 28. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Steelers.
On the ground, it's Johnson. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Smith. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And the Steelers first down. A gain of 22
On
yards.
first down is Smith. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Smith's pass complete to DK Metcalf. It's a pickup of 3.
On second down, Smith.
Second and 7.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Brian Burns. He gets in for an important sack, number 133 on his career, moving him past the Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished with 132 and a half. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Smith. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down. So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Giants offense and running back Zach Charbonnet set to go again. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Here's a run inside, and it's Charbonnet. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
They'll look to throw. The outside, caught by Neighbors. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to get there. He got some first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Just a simple hitch route, certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones. The best running backs, Mike, they have a really good balance between executing the play that's designed, but then every so often they just have to trust their instincts, and sometimes that's the best plays. That's where the big home run shots come from, and you have to...
The ball's out. One of the Steelers has it.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
The Steelers offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. It's Smith. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
A 2nd down throw for Smith. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Henry To'o. He gets in to record his 3rd sack of the afternoon. It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Smith. Down the field, but it falls incomplete. Pat Freiermuth, the intended receiver. And now it's fourth down. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20.
Over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Oh, that swung out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. Second half, and the defense continues to be item one in this game. They've done the job keeping the offense in control, and now, Greg, they scored on their own.
Yeah, and they've just been dominant the entire day, Mike, and now to come up with a pick six here and just further their dominance, it's been an impressive performance all around for this defense.
The extra point is up and through, and the Steelers extend to a 24-3 lead. So we are through three. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Right back to the air following that pick six. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 34-yard line.
The shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. To the left side here. Caught by Addison. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
And the Giants first down.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Back to the air again on second and 10. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up third and a yard.
Third and 1.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he will have a Giants first down. Able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on third and a yard. Now they'll set up to throw. Pass complete to Neighbors. From the 42-yard line, here's second and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 40.
Back to throw. Right back to Neighbors. He's got it again. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They get an even 20 on that one. First down, Giants.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
It is second and 6. Back to the air one more time. This throw left side, taken in by Johnson. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
At the 11-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he'll get about 8 on on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. They'll set up the screen to Charbonnet. And he will get into the end zone. Zach Charbonnet. Touchdown, New York. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. The Steelers offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and 5. They'll go again with Johnson. A nice nimble run as he manages to pick up 3.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have a lead.
Defense.
Here's first and 10. On the handoff, it's Johnson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. We'll try again. It's second and 10. To throw, it's Smith. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Here's a third and 10. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Smith from the gun on third down. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
The Giants offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They are backed up about as far as you can be, operating from their own 2-yard line. On first down, they'll start with Charbonnet. Foul forward for a gain of 4 yards.
On 7-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitting slant there. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Bootleg, he'll look to throw here. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. He'll drop to throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Brings up third and 12.
And this is caught on the sideline. Going to have the first down. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe not. They say the feet were out of bounds. Wow. Big tight call there. for the moment, it'll be 4th down. That's going to be caught.
Johnson's pass complete to number 1, Malik Nabers. It's a turnover on downs.
The Steelers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time. They've dominated this crowd, hoping for a challenge, and they're going to get their wish. The red flag is on the field. What they're looking at here is the spot of the football. Always tricky to get this exactly right, but it only takes a few inches to make a big impact. So slow this down, find a landmark on the field, and determine where the spot should be. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Drop for the loss of a yard.
It's a loss of 2.
Here's a 2nd and 12.
At the Giants' 21-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Smith. That one's out of reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
Working out of the gun, Smith. Quick throw here is complete. And a good short tackle right there. He stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Giants offense ready to see what they can do. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start. That is intercepted. Picked off by Tarheeb Still.
It makes sense to try to push the ball downfield, Mike, and go to the air when you find yourself trailing by this deficit. But it also makes you very predictable. You see the defense, they're in nickel personnel, extra defensive backs on the field. It gets that much harder to throw when the defense knows it's coming.
Steelers offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. You see how the turnover differential has worked in their favor this year. They try to get another possession now and build on this lead. They'll run out of the gun with Johnson. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. 2nd and 7. Back is Smith. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds awfully close to that 1st down mark, but they're going to mark him just short. So 3rd down coming up. They'll try to run for it with Johnson. And he will have the 1st down. That is not officially going to end the game, but they're going to be able to take the clock way down after that play. They'll run with Johnson. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short game.
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. That touchdown puts him in double digits. Now 10 rushing touchdowns on the season. Point after, coming up here. The kick is good. And the Steelers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Giants offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their second. And they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ballgame. It is 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. 3rd and 2. Here we go. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. So this one, a win for the visiting Steelers.